I can't endorse Mamdani. I don't even think I can.
Have you had him on?
We're trying to get him
Invited
on.
him.
He
should come on. He should come on. I mean,
are you buddies? Go ahead.
I know him. I mean, yeah, he should come on. He's going to be mayor. You know, he's going to be mayor.
No, I think Curtis Lee. What he told me this morning.
Bro, you're going to
Bro.
I'm in Washington today. I'm working. I know you guys aren't, but I'm glad you're there. Can you help us get? Can you get Zohran on the show? Do you talk to him? Seriously?
I do. I'm doing. You guys are welcome to come. I'm doing an event with him November 1st. Maybe Joe will come in to the rally. I'll talk to him on November 1st.
Where? Here in New York?
Here in New York.
So I want to actually.
It's a date.
Ro, I want to know from you though, what because we've been having this discussion about the mayor. Why are you're supporting him? It sounds like over Cuomo, correct?
Correct.
And why is that? Just so we know.
I think, one, we need a new generation of leadership. I mean, does anyone think that we need recycled politicians from the 90s? I think we need a new generation.
Instead of AOC, and yes, I do. Instead of Mamdani and AOC, yes. I'd rather have a corpse.
Boomer.
Give me a boomer.
We need a new generation.
Give me a dead boomer.
Secondly, he's talking to. You know why he's winning is on affordability. He's saying the food prices,
but he's proposing
the rent
things that'll make things worse.
The childcare prices and the fundamental issue.
He's a communist, basically. Trump's right.
He's not.
He basically is.
No, he's not. And this idea that there's going to be capital flight out of New York City, come on,
that is going to happen.
Come on, where are they going to go? Put their money in China? In France? Where's the growth rate there?
No, in Miami.
The fundamental.
Congressman, where are they going to go? They're going to go to Miami. They're going to go to Austin, Texas. That's the question.
You know, Austin, Texas, they keep talking about Austin, Texas. My district, Silicon Valley, has 37 times the venture capital of Austin, Texas. New York has an enormous amount of finance compared to Austin, Texas. The reality is the fundamental
let me ask you
issue.
This. Congressman, do you genuinely? By the way, I agree with you that he's clearly a fabulous politician and clearly has tapped into this idea of affordability. The question is, do you believe, you personally, because we know you now, and we've talked about lots of sensible things you've talked about, do you believe that the solutions that he's proposing, things like rent control, do you believe that that's actually going to lower the price of real estate and make it more affordable in New York? I think you and I would probably both agree that rent control, rather than trying to increase the supply of housing by changing regulations and permitting and all of those things, that is ultimately the right answer, correct?
He's for building more housing. So my understanding is he has a double approach. There are already apartments in New York that he, as mayor, can have a rent freeze. Blasio did that for 3 years, but he's also embraced the abundance
but we saw what
agenda.
happened. Oh, the Congressman, we saw what happened when de Blasio did that. We actually had less development in the city. This is, by the way, we run this experiment. We've seen what happens. And the reason I mention this, because I think you're one of the most reasonable people I know. When people see that there's a mayor trying to control the rent prices in the city, what happens? The developers say to themselves, well, oh, goodness, should we be investing here? Because if we do, the math is going to change. And the math changes because you say to yourself, well, they might try to control the rent of future rents, and therefore the bar that we need to clear is much higher. You agree? Just that's the math. That's the psychology of how people invest in real estate.
Sure. I think President Biden actually threaded the needle. What he said was stop Wall Street private equity for buying single-family homes, have rent caps which aren't going higher than inflation, but don't exempt new construction on it, and then a double construction of housing in this country and do the abundance agenda. And to me, you have to have some immediate relief because people's rent is too high, but you need to couple that with doubling actually housing construction. I mean, that was a reasonable proposal. He said, let's cap the rent not higher than inflation.